Hello everyone, welcome again to my YouTube channel. My name is Cynthia, and in today's video I'll be talking about my background, my experience on the application process, and my motivation for starting this channel. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Bachelor's degree in biochemistry and the master's degree in biomedical science. I relocated to the UK on the last day of 2022 to start my master's in biomedical science, January 2023. So we were given a wrong information that if your background is not in biomedical science and you do a specialist module in a different subject area, you might be able to get a license to practice in the UK as a biomedical scientist. So because I did biochemistry as my first degree, I decided to pick my specialist module to be immunology. But while we started fully, we realized that that was a wrong information. So if your first degree is not in biomedical science, you will not be able to get the license unless you take top-up modules to catch up, and a whole lot of information that got me to realize that I won't be able to practice as a biomedical scientist. So as a result of that, I had to figure out what I would do next, and I had a friend talking about the STP. Then I went online to read up about it. I went to the National School of Healthcare Sciences England website, and they had loads and loads of information there. So I read and I found out that this is exactly what I would love to do. I also had the option of going for a PhD. So at this point, I needed to pick between the STP and going for a PhD. I love medical research, but I wanted something real and relatable, which is not the case in scientific research. In scientific research, like when I did my master's project, you get to work with cell lines. And for me, I didn't really enjoy that because I preferred something more relatable, something quicker, and something directly on patient, which was what made me to conclude that I wanted a job in the hospital, and I decided to settle for the STP. So I decided to go to different social media platforms to look up current trainees to gain more insight on what their lives were like on daily basis. And I also needed to decide which specialty was best for me. I had the option of clinical biochemistry and the option of cancer genomics and genomics. On YouTube, I found one trainee, Time for Tea with me, and she was really helpful because I listened to her interview with the various trainees, and also on Instagram I also found different trainees that shared their story, their journey, and that really helped me a lot. But I didn't get all the information I needed. I didn't get all the questions I wanted answered. So I made a promise to myself that if I get on the program, then I will start a YouTube channel to spread more words about the STP, to give out informations that I couldn't get during my application. And here we are today. I'm a current trainee, and that is why I'm doing this. This is exactly what motivated me to start this channel. If you think there is something I'm missing out, you can also let me know, and I'll try to make a video on that. Another challenge I had was, as an immigrant living in the UK, I needed a trainee I'll be able to relate with based on visa and some other questions I had, but I couldn't get answers to those questions. Yeah, on the National School website, it stated clearly that your trust would take care of your visa, and that was it. But I needed someone that had gone through the process to answer my questions, but I didn't get anyone to do that for me, which is also part of the reason I started this channel. So I'm going to share my experience on the visa application and all. So for my STP journey, the goal was to apply once. I had a target. I wanted to apply once and get in. But don't get me wrong, there are some people that apply it once, some people apply twice, some people go for 2-3 times. So it doesn't matter if you've applied before or if you want to apply again. So this is just my experience, this is just my story, and this is what helped me. So my goal was to apply once. I went all out. I went to the National School of Healthcare Sciences England website to read every information there. Guys, I mean, I read everything there. I went through the curriculum library. I went through the person specification. I went through the job description. I read everything. I prepared heavily and put out my application. The STP application is a very long and competitive process. It starts every January and runs through till August thereabout. So I had 8 months. For this waiting period, I took up a job as a healthcare assistant with one of the NHS trusts. This really helped me because it gave me direct clinical experience, and for my online test and for my interview, it played a role as well. It really helped my application. I put out my application in January, and I think sometime in February was the situational judgment test. The situational judgment test is the long listing process. After that, we went through the shortlisting. I went through the interview. It's a very long application process. I think I'm going to make another video to talk about this application process for the STP. So at this point, I've talked about my background. I've talked a little bit about my experience, then my motivation for starting this channel. So in my next video, I'll give a step-by-step process of the STP application. But right now, what I can advise you is to go to the National School of Healthcare Sciences England website and read. There's nothing I would say about the application that would match the information you have on that website. So go there, read everything about the STP, decide which specialism is best for you. We have life sciences, physical sciences, informatics. So decide what you can relate with. The STP is a very long process. You don't want to dedicate the next 3 years of your life to doing something you don't love. You need to find what matches your passion, what you can stay on for 3 good years and not get worn out. I'm just starting, but I'm hopeful and I believe that I'm going to enjoy this process. So go to the National School website, read everything you can. If you can drop in the comments below if there's anything you want to see in my next video, if there's any question you want me to answer. But this is just me talking about myself. I believe that if we're going to go on this journey together, then you need to know a thing or two about me, which is why I've done this video, to strictly talk about myself. So if there's anything you want to know about the application, you can drop it in the comment section below, or you can message me directly. You can follow me on TikTok, you can follow me on Instagram, STP with Cynthia. You can DM me directly what you want to know, and I'll try to make a video about it. Don't forget to like this video, click the subscribe button, and I'll see you in my next one. Thank you very much. Bye.